lecturer, Miss Azlin. I would like to give in the presentation and more to explanation about the question that related to medical benefits of human resource management in Malaysia. So the first question that I have to explain is, what is medical benefits of human resource in Malaysia? Medical benefits in Malaysia that are related to public employees in Malaysia must be followed under General Order of Section F. This medical benefit can be referred in government web, internet web. General Order of Section F, year 1974 has said that all public servants and government retirees, also their close family members, are allowed to get free medical services at the hospital or clinics based on the specific condition that has given in General Order of F. In this general order, only those who are really eligible to get this benefit, the people or the person that were deserve to get this medical service is, the first one is public officer, which has a permanent position in the government organization, or the contract officer should be referred under the General Order Service Circular Number 2 of 2008, as well as the transformative. And the second one is retirees. Retirees that work with the government also can get the free medical service. And the third is close relative, same as under the allocation of General Order 1, Section F 1974 to the officer and retirees that has been explained in the General Order of Section F. That's all for the explanation of question number 1.
Regulation in the management of human resource. Payment leave under the Employer Act 1655 for writing sick leave. A person who is a registered doctor appointment by an employer or by any registered medical doctor or physic testing or investigation of works we have normally is depends in entitled to health leave after examination and requirements. Employer depending on the period of service. The period of sick leave payable in full pay for 1 day per day of sick leave. If you do not need hospitalization, the overall leave is a follow 14 calendar days where the employer period is less than 2 years. Number 2, 16 calendar days when the employer has worked for 2 years or long but less than 5 years. 2 calendar days where the employer has worked for a period of 5 years or more.
Who among the family members is eligible for free treatment using the medical advantages of government employees? Officers' family refers to the interpretation as prescribed in General Order 1 E, Chapter F of 1974 as male officer, his wife and children, and female officer, her husband and children, is eligible for free treatment using the medical advantages of government employees. The widow of an officer will be considered the family of the officer as long as she does not remarry. The eligible children are the children who are fully born by an officer under the age of 18. If still in school under the age of 21, For children who are destitute due to mental or physical infirmity, these age limits will not apply. Also step children and adopted children legally adopted.
Question number 4 is sick leave letter from private hospital can be used by government officer? Yes, the leave letter from the private hospital can be used by government officer based on General Order 15, Chapter C. Provide that the head of department can be used his discretion to accept sick certificate issued by private doctor for the purpose of approving sick leave. In line with the development of medical practice in the public and private sector, the government has agreed to amend the rule relating to the acceptance of sick certificate issued by private doctor for the purpose of approving sick leave letter. But the following condition must be met in order for sick leave to be approved.
How the payment methods and what rules imposed on government officers? For civil servants and the necessary perceptions, medical services at MOH hospitals must use, firstly, an electronic letter of guarantee EGL that can be checked through the HRMIS applications as per the Finance Division circular letter. Second, they must follow the guidelines for the implementation of the use of online self-verification letter and acknowledgement of government officials EGL. For civil servants who do not submit GL or EGL during registration for admission to the ward, they can admit to the ward first by being given a choice whether first to submit the GL or EGL within 24 hours of time of entry, or pay a deposit at the rate of person public. If you choose to pay a deposit, the deposit will return when GL or EGL is submitted. This is based on the guidelines for the use of letters of guarantee by government members and dependents for the purpose of admission to government hospital references.
Question number 6. What are the medical facility expenditure claim that will government member and retirees get? Firstly, free treatment at hospital or outpatient clinic. Officer and their family who fall ill will receive free medical, dental treatment, medicine, and treatment. Secondly, treatment at a nearby hospital. Officer and their family should seek their treatment at government hospital or clinic close to their station. Thirdly, treatment abroad. When a guard or his family is confirmed by a medical board as in need of special treatment not obtained in the state. Number 4, same facility for retire or family. A government retire or his family will be eligible for treatment and medical facilities such as government officer or his family as provided in this chapter. Number 5, eligibility for ward fees. The eligibility of a retire or his family to be admitted to any ward in the hospital will be determined according to the final eligibility of the retired immediately before retirement. Number 6, family treatment facility after officer died. Any family of an officer who has been placed in a pensionable post will be eligible to receive free treatment facility after the death of the officer, regardless of whether the death occurred while the officer was serving or after he retired. Number 7, ward fee exemption when sick outside headquarters. An officer who fall ill or receive an injury while performing his official duty outside his headquarters will be exempted from paying ward fee when he is forced to be admitted to hospital outside his headquarters. Number 8, same ward fee for officer's family. The officer's family is eligible to be included in the same ward class as the officer himself, and they will be charged the same ward fee as the officer, except for case as per General Order 24. Number 9, officer enter high class ward, an officer or his family who request to be admitted to ward of a high class that he is entitled to may be admitted to the request ward at the discretion of the medical officer in charge of the hospital.
Number 7 is the application for long-term medication cost permit. Medical demand. You must be aware of the eligibility requirement before applying. Number 1, federal possession. Eligible members of the family, husband and wife, or children under 16 years of age or still in school under 2001 years of age. Number 3, for brain or physical weakness children, poor children with accept medical service, medical provision, medical equipment provision, private hospital emergency therapy, IJN therapy, treatment for the government, the treat should be intended to treat the illness. Claim for expenditure of medical facility, medical product, equipment and treatment. The 1674 General Chapter 5 F stipulates the eligibility for free medical facility in public hospital and clinic of federal public service officer. Retirement and qualified family member who are receive position where medical facility are unrequired at government hospital clinic by a federal public service officer or retired officer or their family. This medical facility may be obtained at the government expenses at a private hospital clinic agency subject to condition regulation as specific in Service Circular 2001. Medical treatment for business medical treatment, hospital and outpatient clinic free treatment for government medical and treatment including the provision of orthopedic device and prosthesis members but including the prototypes will be provided free or change for officer and their family will become. These free treatment are offered in hospital and abilities hospital where the medic requirement for the treat and officer are not available at the government medic store. A local purchase of such medic should be directly carried out by the head of the state medical department or by the head of the medical.
The question number 10 is, what type of medical treatment are provided and can be requested by the government officer? There is 6 categories that medical services and treatment provided to the government officer. The first type of medical treatment are provided is kidney disease treatment, treatment for infertility, specialist treatment, treatment at Institute Jantung Negara Sdn Bhd, IJN, emergency care, and the last one is treatment in a foreign country. All of the medical treatment that provided to the government officer must be followed by the step.
Question number 9. What is the responsibility of the head department in the General Order of Section F? 1. Establish standard for covering the required number of medical facility in accordance with Section F of the 1974 Code of Federal Regulation. Secondly, approving application for financing the cost of medical facility that cannot be obtained in government hospital or clinic except for application for expenses for treatment abroad. Number 3, additionally, the head of department must make payment for medical services that are not provided in government hospital or clinic in accordance with applicable financial procedure and rules. Number 4 is make the record of approval for each application for expenditure, replacement, repair of valuable equipment in excess of 1000 in the government service book or pensioner file?
The question number 10 is, what type of medical treatment are provided and can be requested by the government officer? There is 6 categories that medical services and treatment provided to the government officer. The first type of medical treatment are provided is kidney disease treatment, treatment for infertility, specialist treatment, treatment at Institut Jantung Negara Sdn Bhd, IJN, emergency care, and the last one is treatment in a foreign country. All of the medical treatment that provided to the government officer must be followed by the step.